What is up, YouTube? So today is quad and tricep day, and you might be thinking to yourself, that's kind of an odd combination of body parts to train, and that is due to the amount of rest days I had to take this week. I unfortunately had to take 3 rest days when I usually take 2. So my arm day wasn't able to really happen in its own day this week, unfortunately. But I thankfully hit a bit of arms throughout the week. I hit triceps with back, and I hit biceps with chest. And being that today is Sunday and tomorrow is Monday, I'm already going to be hitting biceps tomorrow with chest, so why would I hit biceps today with legs? So instead of hitting a quad and arm day, I'm just hitting a quad and tricep day, since my triceps will have a little bit more time to rest until Tuesday to train them with back. So I hope that makes sense, and that is the reasoning for this quad and tricep workout going down today. But I'm heading over to Planet Fitness now, and I'm pretty freaking hyped. I haven't been to the gym in 2 days. Or no, I haven't been to the gym in 1 day. But I always love coming in and getting my shit done. I got 1 scoop of the EvoGen stimulated pre-workout as my pre for today. I also had 1 Rice Krispie treat right before the workout, just to get some fast-reacting carbs and sugars to just fuel a nice pump and give me a bit of energy. I usually like to take my creatine post-workout, and that's what I'm starting to do again today. The past, probably for about a month now, I've been taking my creatine with the pre, and I've been noticing that it sucks to drink the pre-workout. It's much more chalky and grimy and stuff. But then I notice while I'm working out, I'm so dry, and like my mouth is dry. I just feel so dehydrated. And so I'm probably not going to have creatine with the pre anymore. I'll probably have it post workout with the rest of my supplements. But I don't know. It just wasn't really nice. Like, I just felt so dehydrated while I was working out. So if you notice that you feel dehydrated during your workouts and you're noticing that you're taking creatine with your pre workout, maybe try to take the creatine post workout. That might help in terms of the hydration that you're feeling, the level of hydration that you're feeling, I should say. But this pre-workout's pretty good. I've had it for a while, and I'm almost out, so I'm thinking about picking up a new one. I don't really like to stick with one pre-workout like indefinitely. Like, even if it's good and I like it, maybe I'll have it 2 times in a row. But I like to switch it up a little bit. I don't know. It's just something I've always done. But game plan for quads today, I'm probably going to start off with 10 minutes on the treadmill, just get nice and warm. In Jersey, it's been about 50 degrees the past couple days. It hasn't been too cold, but I don't know, it's still not the warmest outside, so I like to get a little bit warm as I get into the gym, as well as warming up my hips and my calves, all that, just so that I get a bit better of mobility in terms of squats. And then after all that fun stuff is taken care of, after some knee warm-ups, then I'll move over into some leg extensions to just get a nice little bit of a quad activation on them. I'm still going to go to failure, but I'm not going to go really much past failure because I don't want to fatigue my quads too much to where the pressing movements are less strong. I know that starting with any sort of leg extension, it's definitely going to take a toll on the strength in terms of a press. But I've explained this in videos in the past that bodybuilding to me is not about the strength that you have in a specific movement. Yes, it's fun to push a lot of weight, but in terms of bodybuilding, it's really all about the pump. So if I can connect with the muscle better, when I get a little bit of like a pre-exhausted pump from like an isolation movement, like leg extensions, I'm definitely going to do that. I don't really care if I'm going to be squatting like maybe 10 less pounds. As long as the squatting feels better and I get better of like a mind-muscle connection, that's what I'm going to choose. So if you ever feel like you start with squats as the first movement and like you don't feel like you can connect with your quads in a sense, definitely start off with leg extensions, get a little bit of a pump going there, and then I'm telling you, squats will feel much better. But after some squats, I'll probably do a little bit of leg press, and then finish off again with leg extensions just to pump them up at the end. That's basically the game plan for quads. I'm also going to do a bit of calves at the end, just 5 sets of 20, and After that, just some triceps. And the tricep game plan is going to be probably starting off with some extensions. Not sure what cable attachment yet. I'm thinking maybe a W bar. I haven't started with those in a while. After that, I'll probably move over into some skull crushers and then probably finish off with some dips. Nothing too crazy there. But yeah, anything could change while I'm in the gym. Someone could be using a machine that I want to be on, but I'm not going to let that affect the workout. If someone's on something, just find something else to do. You don't want to lose your pump, especially if it's like the first movement and you haven't started yet, yeah, you could wait. But if you're on a time crunch, don't wait. And if you're in the middle of your workout, you do not want to wait, because then your pump's just going to gradually go down. And the thing with bodybuilding that people don't understand is that you want to have a good rest time. I think Nick Walker mentioned this in like an Instagram reel that he posted. Like, you want to have good rest time. You're not. He referred to it as cardio. Like, if you have shorter rest times, it's basically like doing cardio. Your heart rate's too up. You do want to rest and make sure that your muscles are going to be at a better capacity to push more weight. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have as much of a rest, you're not going to be able to do as much. So you definitely want to prioritize your rest times, but you also don't want to rest too long either, because then your pump will definitely go down, and yeah, you don't want that. But that's really all I got for right now, and I will see you all for the first work set of quads. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? So I'm starting off the quad portion of my workout with some leg extensions right here. Like I mentioned in the car, starting with heavy presses for me is good in terms of strength, but in terms of maximizing my quad pump, I'm never fully able to get the greatest mind muscle connection when I start with heavy presses. And I noticed that whenever I start with some leg extensions, I'm able to get so much better of a mind muscle connection on those heavy presses. So I really try to make a point to start with leg extensions every time, just to really maximize the pump on those heavy presses later on in the workout. But after some of these, I'm moving over into some Smith machine squats, and these felt really, really nice today. I don't know if you've watched any of my later quad videos or the previous quad videos, but I'm doing a little bit of a progressive overload on squats right now. About 3 weeks ago, I started off with just a plate for 2 sets of 20, and then each week I'm adding 10 pounds to the weight just to get a little bit heavier. So I think this is my third or fourth week now, and I'm up to a plate, a 10, and a 5, and this felt really, really nice. 20 reps is definitely getting harder to achieve, being that the weight is going up, but I just feel like the bigger the muscle, the more volume you need to pump it up. Your quads and your back are a huge, huge muscle, and I don't think that you're going to get enough of a pump with only like maybe 6 to 8 reps. Yes, you could still build your legs with 6 to 8 heavy reps, and you could definitely get your legs stronger with that. But in terms of maximizing your pump, I really like to go higher volume on squats. I know Tom Platz used to go pretty high volume on squats as well, and and I think he's known for having the best legs in bodybuilding, so I like to try to copy his style. Am I saying that every other style is wrong? Absolutely not. You just got to find what works for you, and I feel like higher volume squats definitely do work for me, and that doesn't mean I'm going to stick with that for the rest of my entire lifting career. I'm going to switch it up every now and then, because you need to shock your body and switch things up to really make progression moving forward, whether that means the amount of intensity that you put in or the movements that you're doing. But another reason for the higher volume on squats is to really just kind of open up my hips and really work on getting a bit deeper, because I'm not too satisfied with the depth that I am hitting on squats, but I'm absolutely working on it. But after squats, I'm moving over back into leg extensions to really just finish off the quad pump. Again, only 2 movements for quads, but this is the next day that I'm doing this voiceover, and my legs are absolutely destroyed. Again, simple works, and it doesn't matter how many exercises you're doing. All that matters is the intensity that you're putting into it. And if you're giving the workouts that you're doing maximal intensity, then you will see the maximal results from those exercises. But after quads, I'm moving over into triceps, like I mentioned in the car, and I'm starting off with just some straight bar cable extensions right here, going pretty heavy on the first work set, and I actually went pretty heavy on all 3 work sets for straight bar extensions today. And being that I went a little heavy, I think I got 10 reps every single time for the first portion of the set, and then I did a bit of a drop set after each set. So being that I already got 10 reps, I don't want to drop the weight too much to the point where I have to do another 10 reps to be fully fatigued. I'm just dropping it by maybe 20-30% just to be able to squeeze out only 5 to 6 more reps. I feel like drop sets can be a little bit confusing to some people. I feel like some people might drop the weight too much, and then at the end of the set, instead of doing only 10 to 15 reps like you might have wanted to, you might be in the 30 rep range where the volume could be too high because you dropped the weight too much. So just make intuitive decisions on how much to drop the weight. If your goal for that set was only 10 to 12 reps and you only got 5 reps, drop it to a weight you will only hit another 5 reps with. You don't need to drop the weight too much to the point where you're doing too much volume. So after straight bar extensions, I moved over into some rope extensions. Those felt really, really nice. And now I'm moving back over into some straight bar extensions. However, these are more of a skull crusher variation. I've been trying to watch out for my shoulder in terms of any easy bar skull crushers or free weight skull crushers, but there was no injury that occurred. But I don't know, my shoulder was just feeling a little iffy the past couple days, or the past couple tricep days, so I decided to just do some skull crushers on the cables. And you might be wondering, how is this a skull crusher? But when you think of a skull crusher, you're normally extending the weight up in the air above your head, but if you just position your body forward, that exact movement pattern is the same as any other skull crusher. So if you do have shoulder injuries, definitely give those a shot. But dumbbell skull crushers and easy bar skull crushers and maybe some French press will be included in the next tricep workout for sure. And after those, I'm moving over into some machine dips just to finish off the tricep day. These felt super duper nice. If you watched any of my other arm day videos, you'll know that there's another dips machine that I use in this yellow room. And I think I'm not going to use that machine anymore. This dips machine felt a lot nicer. Just the handles felt better. And overall, the machine was able to go a bit heavier, and that felt really, really nice. Again, the handles might look the same, but even those slight differences can absolutely help with mind-muscle connection. Sorry you all are staring at a black screen right now. I unfortunately did not record a post-workout talk, but I will see you all tomorrow for chest, biceps, and side delts. Peace out, guys.